Think you need top dollar for top speed?
Think again. Here are 10 blisteringly fast cars you can buy for under $15,000 right now. Stay until number 1. It's the sleeper you won't expect. Welcome to Downshift Media, and today we're diving into a wild list of performance bargains that feel like steals. I'll walk you through what makes each car fast, what to expect on the used market, where sellers hide the gotchas. Keep your eyes peeled for on-screen buyer tips, inspection musts-like, compression tests, rust checks, and maintenance pitfalls like IMS bearings, turbo rebuilds, apex seal histories. This video's packed with info, real-world advice. The C5 Corvette is a classic bargain performance king, an all-American V8 that delivers serious torque and a 0 to 60 time that still embarrasses prissier cars. With the LS1 and the LS6, these cars can hit mid-4 to low 5 second 0-60 depending on mods and conditions. Many sellers list clean examples right around $10,000 to $15,000. Watch that snarling V8, it's backed by a lightweight chassis and a rear-wheel drive layout built for spirited driving. Inspection. Check for oil leaks, cam sensor issues, blown head gaskets, coolant mixing. Listen for lifter noise and check the intake manifold for warping. These cars can be reliable, but have age-related wear. Check suspension bushings, control arm wear. Wheel bearings are common. Inspect the undercarriage. Request a test drive with low-speed maneuvers and high-speed maneuvers. The Boxster 986 offers mid-engine balance and an unbelievably precise driving feel for the money. That chassis balance makes it feel faster than its raw numbers suggest. Early 2.5-liter cars, later 2.7-liter models both deliver nimble responses and excellent steering feedback. Expect 0 to 60s in the 5.5 to 6.5 second range, depending on the engine and year. Price-wise, clean 986 examples frequently show up between $6,000 and $14,000, especially if you're willing to accept higher miles and cosmetic age. But buyer beware. The infamous IMS bearing issue can be catastrophic if untreated, especially on 2.5-liter motors. When evaluating a Boxster, ask for service records showing IMS bearing replacement or evidence of a redesigned solution. Also inspect for oil leaks from the valve cover and cam housing seals. Examine cooling system history. Oil cooler and hose conditions matter. Check the roof operation if it's a convertible. Ragtop motors and linkages can be expensive to fix, and water intrusion can lead to electrical headaches. Ideal targets are cars with a documented maintenance timeline. The 350Z brings robust V6 performance rear-wheel drive swagger, a chassis designed for drivers. It's an obvious pick for straight-line speed and tossable handling without spending a fortune. VQ35DE engine, VQ35HR engine, strong mid-range power 0-60 into the 5-second range when tuned or in higher trims. Market price is well under $15,000, often $7,000 to $13,000 depending on miles and condition. Prioritize a thorough transmission check, manual synchro wear, or clutch abuse. Automatics should shift cleanly. Listen for oil consumption issues. Inspect timing chain tensioners for rattle on earlier VQs. Check suspension and bushings for clunks over bumps. Look for uneven tire wear, indicating alignment or damage. Verify scope and quality of aftermarket parts. Beware cheap tunes and boost that mask problems. Look for service receipts for regular oil changes. Ask about track use or launch history. A clean, well-documented 350Z is one of the best buys for V6 performance on a budget. The E36 M3 is a driver's car in microscopic form, lightweight, rev-happy inline-six character, and a chassis that rewards precise inputs. It's pure analog fun that's hard to replicate in newer cars. Early M3s with the S52 deliver a high-revving soundtrack, quick throttle response with 0 to 60 times that still impress in real-world driving. Market prices are all over the map. The B5 S4 packs a twin-turbo 2.7T V6, delivers shockingly abundant mid-range torque and all-wheel drive traction that makes it feel planted and fast in all conditions. With the right condition, these cars launch hard and pull consistently. 0 to 60 can be mid-4 to low 5 seconds when well-tuned or on good tires. Good examples often trade hands under $15,000. Prices vary based on service history and whether the turbos have been refreshed. When shopping, look closely at turbocharger, health wastegate operation, signs of oil in the intercooler or intake tract. PCV system issues are common and can lead to turbo problems. The timing chain tensioner on some variants needs attention, so ask for documented timing, related maintenance. AWD components and differentials should be inspected for service records. Unusual clunks or vibration could indicate aging center differentials or driveshaft issues. Ask about the car's boost history. Modified B5 S4s can be fast, but often hide maintenance neglect after tuning. Verify oil change frequency with synthetic oil. Inspect for coolant leaks. Inspect vacuum hose conditions. A properly maintained S4 delivers a planted fast driving experience. Rewards careful ownership, one of the more characterful European bargains on this list. Subaru's GD-era WRX and STI models are rally-bred hoot machines. Turbocharged flat 4-power symmetrical AWD, a chassis tuned to put power to the pavement. AWD grip in rain. No matter the weather, these cars excel in real-world driving. They deliver thrilling launches and corner exits, stock 0 to 60 times range broadly, often in the mid-4s to low 6s depending on trim. Clean WRXs can be very affordable. STIs might push the top of our $15,000 cap on-screen price, $5K, $15K. Older Evo models from the VI to 8th generations represent a concentrated dose of all-wheel drive turbo performance in a compact package. Lightning-fast launches, razor-sharp handling motors that respond brilliantly to tuning when priced right and well-maintained. You can find some of these Evos under $15,000. Expect market variability and be ready to move fast when a clean example appears. On the road, they feel focused and immediate, giving you a true rally car temperament. In daily driver clothing, clutch condition is critical inspection point. Turbo health is critical inspection point. Many Evos have seen aggressive use or aftermarket tunes that stress driveline components. Ask for detailed service history showing turbo refreshes, clutch replacements, differential work. Forged internals are rare in stock cars, so overboost histories can be problematic. Also check for ECU and sensor modifications that could hide previous abuse or detune reliability. Rust collision history should be examined carefully, as many used performance cars have been repaired after spirited driving incidents. Verify that the all-wheel drive system is in good shape. Verify that the center differential is in good shape and listen for unusual noises under power. If you find an Evo with a clear maintenance record and no sketchy tuning history, you're looking at one of the most addictive driver-focused bargains on this list. Mustang GTs deliver cheap V8 thrills. They come in a very accessible package, strong torque, straightforward mechanics, a huge parts ecosystem. The S197 GTs, 2005 to 2010, offer modern chassis improvements in V8 grunt. Older SN95 V8s give that classic muscle car feel. 0 to 60 times are competitive, and many arrive beneath our $15,000 cutoff. Expect to find lots of modified examples. Do your homework. When inspecting, look for drivetrain abuse, burned clutches, trashed rear differentials, transmission slip from launch-style driving. Check suspension components for wear. Check steering for play or damage. Watch for signs of frame or crash repairs on older SN95s. The RX-8 offers a unique driving experience, high-revving rotary engine, perfect balance, favorite for drivers who value revs and responsiveness. When healthy, it screams into the red line. Spirited 0 to 60 performance prices commonly low, well under $10,000 on-screen price. 4K, 12K buyer diligence is crucial. Apex seals are the rotary's most critical component. Compression tests, oil consumption checks, look for recent rebuild documentation, look for oil replenishment records, avoid erratic maintenance histories, inspect for flooding issues, check cold start behavior, check for emissions anomalies. Rotaries are sensitive to neglect and bad tuning. Cooling system health, ignition components. Rotaries run hot. Reliable cooling prevents catastrophic failure. Find one with rebuild or low miles and good oil history, and it can be addictive, but ownership costs can spike if the engine needs work. Factor that in. The Volkswagen R32 and MK4 GTI VR6 are sleeper European performance options, refined interiors, potent 6-cylinder torque, surprisingly quick acceleration. R32's all-wheel drive V6 for planted launches, confident cornering. VR6 GTI's distinct engine note. Smooth power delivery can sneak under $15,000 on-screen price call-out. Feel more grown-up than their price suggests. Reward buyers who want refinement and performance. Inspect cooling systems, coolant checks, oil leaks at valve covers, valve cover checks, cam seals, coolant oil contamination risk, head gasket or coolant leak history. DSG models need service records. Mechatronic service. DSG fluid changes. Ignore DSG and automatic issues get expensive. Check electrical gremlins, vacuum hose deterioration, turbocharger health on tuned cars. Service history is king. Documented maintenance with OEM or quality parts improves longevity and resale timing. Chain or belt service intervals, suspension condition, drivetrain condition. Verify maintenance history. Frequent oil changes with the right spec oil are essential for LS engines' longevity. If automatic, Check for smooth shifts and check filter change records, manuals, assess clutch feel for slipping or chatter. Verify basic maintenance, routine oil changes, differential fluid service, cooling system health. Pay attention to the exhaust and catalytic converter situation for emissions compliance. If you find one with a recent IMS fix and clutch replacement, you're looking at one of the best handling bargains on this list. A well-kept WRX or STI is one of the most usable year-round performance cars you can buy for the money. A well-cared-for R32 or VR6 GTI is a cultured sleeper that makes you rethink what 15 grand can really buy in raw speed, grip, and daily joy. Drop your pick in the comments and tell me what I should hunt next month. I'm Jason Fernando. See you on the next Bargain Speed Deep Dive. Stay safe, shop smart, and enjoy the drive.